fantastic. But yeah, so I was able to review this for the daily gamepad, and in my off time of playing this for the daily gamepad's review, I have seduced Scott and Liam. So we're gonna go for someone else this time around. It's gonna be one player, and the one thing about this too is that this does have multi-online player. I won the heart of the fathers. I did. I did. I did. Because I'm not gonna do a full game because the full game literally does. It says around 60 minutes, but it's not 60 minutes. It's literally a little over 60. So we're gonna do a short game, which is gonna be a course of 3 weeks. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I always like to play as Blue, and I always change her name to Trip because like I said, I like the color blue, and obviously Trip for shortened for Triple G. And for those of you who don't know me, again, I am Triple G 87, also known as Geeky Gamer Girl 87, and I am a variety streamer of indie games as well as retro. And I am usually on my channel on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Wednesdays, I stream over on Beauty Gamers TV. And tomorrow, I'll be over there from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're playing Guru Men, a monstrous adventure over there. So, okay. And we had yet to experience Ultimate Challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left. And as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Huzzah! Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And somehow Monster Prom just started up a second time. Scott Howell, that's cute. 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with the stupidly huge heart. Leon de Lioncourt, 400XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly G's, 22-ish, I guess. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Urbaline, also known as Female Cork, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Nice, okay. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? So I've already done Scott, and I've already done Liam, who turned me down twice before the third time he actually accepted me. But that's fine. We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Monster Prom! Welcome to the Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! A radioactive possum just bit you. What superpower did you get? The incredible power of writing fan fiction so compelling that the actual creators of the TV shows decide to go with my ideas and crazy ships. The superpower of always choosing the right combination of emojis to get that desired reaction from all people. Seducing my loved ones, burning my enemies, settling any argument, and even conveying complex emotional thoughts. Probably rabies. I'd go to a hospital immediately. I'm gonna do that one, the superpower one. It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. It's time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler. Nah, the world is doomed, but I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon to be covered by water world. I'm gonna choose that one. Global warming isn't real. I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas. I'm gonna do the doomed one. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Oh man, I don't even want to go there. Spicy chocolate. No, chocolate on fire. Really? Tequila and Coke. Success. Rainbows and gummy bears. Meat. Double creme de la grudo and meringues. I'm gonna be spicy chocolate. No, chocolate on fire is what I'm gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna try to go for Damien. I don't know if it's gonna work because Liam was kind of a dick and Damien's kind of a dick too. So we'll see. I might try to go for Damien this go around.
Let's go.
But as I was saying earlier, this does have multiplayer. It has local multiplayer as well as online multiplayer. Okay, so let's see. Boldness. I think he would want somebody who's pretty bold. So we are gonna go here to the bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give zero shits, but you gain two boldness. Suddenly, a chill runs through you, as if their very fabric of reality is in danger. Scanning your surroundings, you quickly discover the reason for the feeling. Polly and Damien are together, and they are bored. Damien, 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 Damien! What? I must have fallen asleep for a second because nothing is on fire. I know, right? Nothing crazy has happened in the last 47 minutes, and I'm dead. I mean, I'm literally actually dead. But also, I am dead because of how bored I am. What if we just... Oh, fuck. I'm so bored. I can't even think of something to do to not be bored. No! Help us, somebody, please. Cause a sexy problem. Break the seven seals and release corrupt the world fucker. Send in the party goblins. I want to do the world fucker. Using an accursed sword someone was stupid enough to give you, you shatter the wars separating the world fucker from our world. He emerges onto this mortal plane with a noise like a million throats being slit at once, weather and bloody vapor. These are the end times that the ancient poets forlornly prophesied. This room will rot like the maggot-riddled corpse it is. Ah, sick! It's the world fucker. Come to fuck the world. Yes. Hey, world fucker, want a party? Corward Thoreau speaks with a voice like a snake eating itself. He says, hell yes. You all head off to the party all night, leaving a trail of flaming wreckage in your wake. The world is doomed, but at least it's not boring. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Okay, now it's noon. Noontime, noontime, noontime.
Let's go.
Because I am trying to woo Damien. I'm gonna sit with them. When you reach Liam and Damien's table, you find it absent of food but covered in paperwork. Do we really need all these special forms? Can't we just write death threats on regular paper? For the last time, Damien, substantial change within an administrative system requires mastery of the mechanics of bureaucracy. What if we wrote the death threats on really fancy paper? Right. Liam turns to address you. As you can see, my mastery of realpolitik has caused me to embrace an unlikely ally in my quest for reform. I have no idea what he's saying. I just want the cafeteria food to stop being so fucking boring. You see, our edges are aligned. I too desire a menu less pedestrian. Sure, either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know we want the menu to change, but we don't know what to change it to. Yes, we have indeed encountered a culinary block. Perhaps you could suggest something appropriately artistic. A white plate with a single spur of parsley in the center, the essence of minimalism. A bowl of knives, the essence of knives. Now that's interesting. Nice. Seems a bit delicate. We'll see how delicate it is when I'm stabbing faces with a bowl full of knives. You don't know what delicate means, do you? Nope. But I don't know. I do know how funny it'll be to watch a bunch of nerds try and finish a knife bowl. Damon's application to add knives to the menu is a success. He starts holding daily knife eating contests. There are no winners except Damien, who thinks it's hilarious, and you, who came up with this. Sweet. Evening. So we want to take up boldness and fun. My boldness is a 7. I'm going to go for fun. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might destroy the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Looking around, you see Damien and Liam arguing about whether black metal is better than death metal. Suddenly, Damien starts arguing and sniffs the air. Shut up. Do you smell that? Yeah, it smells like Christina Dior and plot armor. Symphonic metal for the win. I just recently started getting into metal. So, ironically, I actually like it. I never really got into metal because I always thought it was just, honestly, and it might sound biased, but I just thought all metal was screamo metal, to be honestly truthful. But then I found out, no, that's not all metal. So I'm starting to kind of like metal now. In fact, when I play a lot of my games, or when I'm writing, if I'm listening to metal, it helps me. Oh, fuck.
Prepare to die.
It's me, dickheads, and I brought enough crucifix and holy water for the whole class. Oh, lucky me. I've been meaning to finish my take-home final for AP murder. Go ahead, just try to kill me. I'm the protagonist, bitch. She's right. Unfortunately, this is real trial territory. We are, as they say, pretty fucked. Screw that. You got a way to say Damien and Liam without killing anybody. All you have to do is bring everyone to tears with a mind-shattering guitar solo. Throw a brick at her head. You pull your emergency brick out of your backpack and chuck it at the Slayer's head. Ow, my consciousness! Of course, plot armor prevents the Slayer from being killed, but allows her to be knocked out when she's being an asshole. I just like the part where the brick hit her head. The three of you work together to drag her to the bathrooms and put her head in the toilet. It's a bonding experience. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Okay. Week 2, morning.
Let's go.
Okay, let me see. I could go buy some shit from her, but I'm gonna do boldness again. That day, well, we know we skipped class, so we gave 0 shits. The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck, and you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall! A deep voice resounds from within the wall that says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain +2 boldness. Okay. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. You're chilling out, not murdering anybody, when Damon slinks up to you. He's holding a large set with the words, definitely not a corpse written on it. Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but there's definitely actually a corpse in this bag. You never would have guessed. Now here's the thing, I'm not saying I'm exactly responsible for making this corpse. At least not without my lawyer present. But let's just say he and I apparently had very different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'm not interested in going back to jail, so I need you to help me hide this body real quick. It would be an extremely attractive thing to do. Luckily, hiding dead bodies is kind of your thing. You share your brilliant solution. Okay, disguise him as a drinking fountain. No one will know the difference. Just chuck him in my garage. He'll blend in perfectly with my collection of vintage dead bodies. You throw the corpse in the back of Damien's dread chariot and hoof it over to your garage. Holy hell, all these are yours? Some of these are total classics. Elvis Presley, Amelia Earhart. Fuck, you got three popes here. I spent all this time trying to be a great murderer when the greatest murderer of all was right next to me the entire time. I know at the end of all of this, you better say yes. Damien lovingly lays his mangled corpse next to your pristine collector's items, a look of awe on his face. Joke's on him, you're actually just a really accomplished grave robber. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Okay, so noon. Because we're going after Damien, so we're going to sit with him and try to woo him. You find Vera sitting in front of a pile of money instead of food, as usual, because she's the female court. Damien comes over and drops his own money pile on the table, and also some organs. Not bad. But I prefer to exert a little less effort for my income. A dejected swamp creature slumps over to the table and adds some money to Vera's pile. Income? You mean this stuff? This is just what people throw at me to get me to stop punching them. And this is what people throw at me to keep me from revealing what kind of porn they're into. But I agree, the money is only secondary. The frowns on their faces are their own reward. Still, woo him. I know, I want to woo him. Still, I'm always looking to improve efficiency. If you try developing business contacts in hell, your victims will be more terrified even if they know death won't save them. Yeah, but that doesn't work on the undead. For those, you need a priest. A priest? You know how my family feels about priests? Ugh, I'm sick of terrorizing people one at a time. There's gotta be a way to terrorize everybody in the cafeteria at once. And make money at the same time. I'm sure there is. That is, after all, the essence of capitalism. Set the building on fire and charge an exit fee. Trick everyone into the cafeteria into having an orgy, then film it blackmail in bulk. I'm gonna set the building on fire and charge an exit fee. I'm surprised you didn't think of that, Damien. Damien, where'd he go? Hey, I'm back. I was just setting the building on fire real quick. Did I miss anything? What about the rest of the plan? There was a plan? He's like, wait, there was a plan? Not anymore. Damien, immune to fire as he is, continues doing exactly what he's doing before the fire, beating people up for their money and organs. Yeah, because this should take me out of my stream, so... What is I wonder what she's selling, though. Boldness. She's in the bathrooms. Fun is up. I could do creativity. She's in the bathrooms. What are you selling? Shouldn't be you out there trying to romance a classmate or something. Anyway, welcome. Too poor for this. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, who would want to save money for their college fund when you can spend it on weird stuff that most likely useless? That's the spirit, champ. Alright, we're in week 3 in the morning.
Let's go.
Boldness. Oh, they took my boldness up. Let's do outdoors, because I think that's for fun. So let's do that. Right, we started a rave. Everything is fine until Juan, the small, magical Latino cat, asks what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing. But you decided to go on and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Masaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Masaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Masaka all together. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. Damien's just minding his own business. clotheslining people when suddenly a loud siren goes off up above you. It's the Slayer. She's on the roof of the school holding a megaphone and she's looking right at Damien.
Prepare to die.
What a Balassac. Put this in your horn and smoke it. Your mama's so fat when she possesses someone they don't need an exorcism. They need liposuction. That's not nice. Oh yeah? Well, Damien's stuck. It's up to you to figure out a combat. You lean over and whisper in his ear. Your mama's so poor she can't even sell her soul because she's only renting it. I'm gonna choose that one because that's funny to me. Fuck you, you Van Helsing looking piece of shit. Oh yeah, well your mama's so poor she can't even sell her soul because she's only renting it. Your mama's so dumb she thinks a hell mouth is what you get if you suck too much dick. Your mama's so ugly she lost a beauty contest to the girl from The Exorcist. Well damn, that happened. Your mama's so cursed she alright, okay, quit it. The Slayer runs off to search the internet for combats, but it's too late. Damien's already won. You gain +2 bonus and +1 fun. That was morning, so here's noon. Some of them jokes was kind of funny though. I'm gonna do this one. You find Damien and Vera contemplating a huge slab of identical prime meat. All right, Damien, I know we had our share of disagreements during this convoluted poaching expedition, like when you told me not to bring all my knives. But I trust we can now put our differences behind us and enjoy the fruits of our labors. You mean the meats of our labors? Yes, together we will enjoy this raw, bloody cut of meat as a symbol of our. Wait, raw and bloody? You mean you're not even going to try use a fire on it? Of course I used fire. I specifically instructed the chef to prepare this meat while glancing briefly at a lit stove. Did the fire ever, touch the meat? What would be the point of that? A cut this fine can only be eaten ultra rare. Like hell it can. You wait here while I cut my culinary flamethrower. While I get my culinary flamethrower. Damien, please, let's be reasonable about this. What is reasonable? If we can't come to an agreement, let's appeal to an arbitrator, third party. Trip will surely make the intelligent choice for us, isn't that right? My word, the steak is too cooked already. Rub some ice on it and douse it in blood. Quit. The only correct way is to enjoy a steak. Yeah, after it's been charred. I'm sorry. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, just destroy the building. If you have to, because no, I'm not eating raw meat. I'm sorry. Except for sushi. Sushi is different, though. That and the sounds of screaming people fleeing a burning building. But roasting totally destroys the flavor of. Done talking. Fire time now. As you flee screaming from the burning building, you find Damien right beside you. He takes your hand and smiles. Aww! Game Lad, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you for that, host. Give you a shout out here. And hope you are doing well today. We're actually almost at the end of our playthrough of Monster Prom. It's almost like it almost makes the third degree burns and massive property damage worth it. We are on the evening of week 3.
Let's go.
And I can choose pretty much anywhere. It's okay, it's fine. I see you were doing some IRL not too long ago. I think I popped into one of your streams and you guys were playing, I believe it might have been World of Warcraft. I think I saw you guys playing. Let's go ahead, take one more for the road. We'll do fun. That day during recess, right, you spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat. That now everyone defines him only by his size, magically, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. Oh, that's cool. And how did that turn out? How did your podcast turn out for you? You tell him you never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you had a good podcast. And so, do you enjoy doing it live, or was it, you said it was fun. Did you enjoy doing it live? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's later when you're minding your own business and definitely not doodling pictures of Damien in your notebook. Okay, that's cool. So, are you guys looking forward to doing more podcasts live then, since you liked it? Okay, I'll definitely have to stop through. When you see Damien making his way over to you, and at which point you definitely do not need to hide your drawings. Yeah, yo, so here's the thing. You know how I think most people are pretty much 100% awful fuck doors? I actually think you're only 70% awful fuck door tops. In fact, I actually think you're kind of rad. I've been meaning to get a new tattoos, and nothing's as rad as intentional sticking needles into your arms to create a permanent image on your skin for fucking ever. Oh, okay. That's cool. And I thought maybe we could get matching tattoos if you came up with something rad for us. Oh my god, it's your chance to once and for all convince Damien of how awesome you are. Don't fuck this up. It's time to suggest the baddest, raddest, maddest tattoo of all time, which is an on fire pentagram made out of pentagrams, and those pentagrams are made out of guns that shoot pentagrams, and the pentagrams are on fire, and the fire is on fire. Boom. Oh my fuck. That's the most metal thing I've ever heard. I made a good choice with you. Maybe those pentagrams that are pentagrams could be made of pentagrams that are pentagrams. And the fire can be what? And the pentagrams can hate their deadbeat uncle. And the guns end up on TV because they won't eat their vegetables. And maybe the pentagrams are also ex-convicts. I know. This game is called Monster Prom, Game Lag, and it is available on Steam. Yeah, it's a lot of pentagrams in this, Terry. Lots of pentagrams. These will be the raddest tattoo ever. Let's go get them right now and have them on both of our bodies together forever. What? You're about to get badass matching tattoos with Damien. This is the raddest, coolest, dopest, most lit thing to ever happen, and now you'll be tied together for eternity. You gain the sickest tattoo of all time, as well as +2 bonus and +1 charm. The Monster Prom draws near. Who will you go? Who will you ask to prom? Duh, Damien. And if he tells me no, I'm pushing over my monitor. Don't you turn me down, Damien. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Prom? With you? You dumb fuck. That's a fucking great idea. Because I'm about to say... It's too metal for Terry to handle. I love the artwork. It's a fucking great idea. Yeah, the artwork in this is lovely. Are you some kind of genius or something? I'll tell you what you are. My date to prom. Yes! It didn't even take me that long. Yes! I did it! Aww! She looks so adorable in her dress. He looks pretty hot in that tux. Huh. Just gonna screenshot that for later. Prom was great. You crashed your limo. I love metal though. We got matching tattoos. Just screenshot that for later. I might want that as my screensaver. You crashed your limo into the wall of the school, and it was the best entrance ever. Everybody had a great time dancing under the lovely light of a car on fire. Ah! Most likely to make Pluto a planet again. Best at giving fierce makeovers. 1 of 22. Actually, that's not 1 of 22. This is not 1 of 22, but okay. 40 of 388 events, 43 of 1,384 outcomes. And there you have it. That is Monster Prom. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and observed weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien became an interior designer specialized in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas present. She spent most of the time partying since there was almost no work because, it was summer. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building powers because she was not part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended but there were lots of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay, so there you have it. That is Monster Prom. And I just did a short run of it, but I enjoyed the game. It is available on Steam. I can post a link in chat, I believe, if it'll let me. But I will post the link in chat. If you like what you did see, yeah, there's a lot of outcomes for this. If you like what you saw, however, here is the link. It is going for on Steam for the lovely price of $14.99. No, $11.99. Is it all? Yeah, $11.99. It does offer online multiplayer as well as local co-op. When you do online multiplayer, you get a code that you pass off to the other players that want to play along. So now that's left for me is just getting all three of the girls. I've gotten all three of the guys. I just have to go after the girls now. But yep, this is multiplayer. Yep, you can play online and local. Because it plays kind of like a board game. When you do, from what I have seen, because when I did my review, I couldn't write anything about the multi-online player because I didn't have anybody to play with. But it looks like what happens is that you get every time you visit, you give me games. Why? Well, I'm glad. If the games spark your interest, that's good. That's what my stream's all about, is to get you interested in them. Because some people, they make better decisions when they see the game actually being played as opposed to, just kind of watching a video. Seeing actual gameplay allows for them to buy it. So, like I'm one of those people, if I see gameplay, I don't like to really go for the trailers. I like to go for the actual gameplay. And if I can do actual gameplay or see gameplay, it makes me more, easy to buy, basically. But yeah, so this was Monster Prom, and it is available on Steam for $11.99. I did drop the link in chat, so definitely click that link. And you can click the link and purchase or even wish list it. We all know that next month is the big sale for Steam.